everyone, my name is Vicky and this is The Chat brought to you by Lit Teens and by Arise Education. So today we're going to talk about a very interesting and sensitive topic to many people, but first of all I'm going to let my colleagues introduce themselves, starting from the big guy.
Hi everyone, my name is Ganza and I study at New Life Christian Academy in Kayonza and I'm 18. Thank you.
Thank you, Harold. My name is Rukundo Bonfils, current student at Petit Séminaire Saint-Vincent, and I am 16 years of age.
Hi, my name is Mutoni Deborah Kadista, and I'm 16 years old, and I do schooling at Kagarama Secondary School.
Okay, thank you guys for being here. So I'm going to introduce the topic and then we can dive right into it. Today's topic is women empowerment. Women empowerment. I know it's sort of a touchy thing for most of us, but I think we have a lot to say about it, right?
Alright, we do have a lot.
Of course, I'll start with the female in the panel. What do you understand by women empowerment, Deborah?
I think women empowerment is raising the ability of women to take control over their lives and to fully participate in political, economic, and social domains all over.
Okay, how about you? How do you understand by it?
Yeah, for me, like women's empowerment is like the key word in that's like women empowerment. So empowerment is giving someone something that she didn't have in the past in order to achieve more great things. That's what women's empowerment is for me.
How about you? What do you think?
Women empowerment, I think it's a way of equipping women with the ability of taking part in long decisions in our social life, in our economical life, in all domains. Yes, that's what I think.
What do you mean by long decisions?
Long decisions, I mean as decisions to determine
Women autonomy.
What the family will go through, what to do. Yes.
So basically, life-making decisions.
Yes, life-making decisions.
So, Deborah, you said something about when you were explaining women empowerment, you talked about taking control of their lives, etc., etc. So, do you think that is something that is possible at the moment, considering all factors?
Yeah, very possible.
Do you care to explain?
Currently, let me talk about Rwanda. Rwanda is doing a really great job in empowering the women. They're educating them. They're having their levels in the government, and the fact that women go for that shows that it's a good
Improvement.
Yeah. Okay. Bonfils, what do you think about that? What she said about the education and using the government, and is 64% of the parliament is women, as we all know. So, what do you think about that?
Yeah, for me, like this, as she said, it's what we wish that we all be equal. We need the equality to fit in the society. So if we're having normal possibilities, each one having the same abilities and opportunities to fit in this society, that will bring a more comfortable and well with everyone effective environment, so that everyone may feel and meet what he or she deserves in her life.
So you talked about equality.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Ganza,
Yes.
do you think that's a possible thing for men and women to have equality?
No, it's not.
Excuse you.
Okay.
It's not.
Explain.
Yeah, let me
Don't get
explain
first
myself,
yet.
right?
Explain.
It's not possible because emotionally, I can talk only on the emotional part.
So in short, you're saying women are soft.
Yes, women are soft. They come easy on the decision.
Deborah, you mind to comment on that?
Well, on that, I'll talk about how we raise girls and boys to be. We raise girls to be emotional, to shrink themselves. Let me give you an example. If I enter in this building and then I fall down and then I cry and you also cry, will look at you and be like, man, you're crying and whatever.
Yeah.
You grew up, how can I say, hiding your emotions, like
Strict ways.
being strong. They taught you how to be strong, to be fearless. But then girls, it's okay to cry. It's okay to scream for help. If we would have raised boys and girls to be fearless, to be strong, we wouldn't be facing that problem right now.
Okay, so can I ask you something?
Yes.
Don't take it personally. So urumva muri iyo notion ufite ngo women are soft. Hari iyo women empowerment turi kuvugaho iri kuba. If you keep thinking that women are soft and can't make decisions without involving their emotions.
Kuba twa empowering women ntabwo byabuza kugira emotions ariko level iriho hari ubwo umuntu byaba includingwa cyane. When you include them on a high rate, that means there will be high emotions in decision making. Ariko icyo nge nashatse kuvuga sibyo nanakomentinga no kucyo Deborah yavuze nge navuze yuko emotions bagira ni ama decisions. They face problems and they come easy. They face them in an easy way. They don't, I can say they're not serious. They are serious, but they're emotional. And about what Deborah said, niba twararezwe gutyo hari imyaka tugera tukamenya ibidukwiriye sibyo ukifatira icyemezo kubera iki mudafata icyo cyemezo cyo guhindura ubwo burere. Ndatekereza yuko ibyo bakwigishije ukiri muto 6, 7, 5 ntabwo ari byo kigendera none. Birahari some basics ariko you need to change your basics. If you see you have some competition outside here, you need some new techniques, some new tactics to live in the society.
So both is.
Yeah.
Do you agree with what he's saying?
Like what he's saying, like the decision making and whatever.
No, the whole women are soft, so if you include them too much.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
No, they're like emotions are needed, like to think for the people. You need to put yourself in the place of the people, how they're living and whatever.
Okay, because for me personally, I think 64% is parliament,
Yeah.
and our country, Rwanda is the fastest developing countries in the East African
Besides that,
So I don't think if they were making weak decisions that would be possible. So I strongly, very strongly disagree with you. But of course, you know, that's why we're here to talk about things.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
For me, I think that to have many women, there's no problem. Like having those emotions, it makes them to like feel and what like they put themselves in the place of the population and whatever, so that they may focus on the main problems that are faced. But besides of that, having men with like a lack of too much emotions, it balances it. So I think there's no problem having like the soft.
Jen, I'm going to come what you mean by men don't have emotions. Women
They
have
do.
emotions.
No, they do,
What
but
you mean about abagabo nta emotion bagira abagore nta emotion bagira nuko ladies they express their emotions.
And I think that's a good thing.
No,
But-
ariko
Yeah.
muri let's say nko muri parliament, right?
Right.
Cyangwa umuntu ukora ibintu bya law, like it's prohibited kuzana feelings, kuzana emotions mu kazi kawe. Rero nta hantu bihuriye really. Being soft, wapi. Niba uzi ko ugiye gukora amategeko uri soft, uramenya ngo your emotions, your feelings, urazishyira hirya ukora akazi kawe. Rero being soft, I don't think it's standing. I don't think it's
Okay, since we're already into the government and politics and women, I think twakomeza muri iyo nzira. So, Bonfils, you know that as you kept on saying, the parliament 64% is women, and I think in most leadership posts, harimo abagore. So, what do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's actually achieving this empowerment? Turi kuvuga.
yeah, it's a great impact to show to other women that others are in the right way. It's an encouraging part. Kuko ubona umukobwa mugenzi wawe ati, me also I'm going to reach there. That's what I'm focused on. I may do that also. Bigatuma ashishikara mu byakora, bigatuma kuko nka mbere twabonye ko nyine abakobwa like the culture things they were used to being shy, too much shy, and think that works for men. And when you put a lady in a parliament, bituma abona ko nawe abishoboye and she's like I can. Bigatuma the empowerment ikura kurusha uko wamubwira ati ibi ngibi ngusanyemo emotions nyinshi byapfa kuko abona ko uwabishoboye why can't I too, bigatuma nyine nawe she's too much nyine akagira courage bigatuma yadvancinga too far.
Okay, so I think it's a good thing,
Yeah,
personally.
it's a good thing.
Probably I had a question for Bonfils. Throwing all the attention to the ladies for them to be empowered, to be encouraged to take part in decisions. Ibyo ntabwo bizatuma abagabo basigara inyuma bakimwa akazi sometimes bavuga nti company yanjye irashaka kugaragara yuko dukoresha quality, company yanjye irashaka kugaragara yuko harimo abagore benshi ko turabizi twese the Rwandan government ifite intego yuko habaho equality hagati ya men and women. Ibyo turabizi rero icyo kintu companies they want to succeed in their economic life they have to show something. Won't that affect men's positions? Won't that affect men's employment opportunities?
That's not the big deal because umugore, like I said, the past we know that girls were not allowed. So kugira ngo umuhe courage kugira ngo abone ko hari icyo yashobora mushyira imbere kurusha umugabo, then she will, after that nawe azabona ko to balance it bagomba kuba bari kuri same level. Noneho bigatuma nawe she feels like if I you can't build a company with ladies on, that's not possible. You need where to meet men and where to put them so that it may, as I say, environment equilibrated.
Yeah.
If I can remember, I did PE in 2014, remembering well. So I remember the pass mark for boys was 10, and for the ladies, it was around 18 or 15.
Are you sure about that? Do you have facts about that?
Yeah,
Actually, I don't remember.
Yeah, because I hear most people saying it that abakobwa bafatira ku manota make, but I've never actually seen proof about it.
Uzabibona sibyo ikigo umuhungu wagize amanota 8 cyangwa 10 oya ka tuvuge Deborah na Bonfils, excuse me,
It's okay.
so Deborah yagize 10, Bonfils yagize 10. They're on the same level but they won't get the same schools. That's what we have quality schools, good schools.
Deborah,
so
what can you say about that?
Include the employment opportunities, by the way.
Employment opportunities, right? Like mbere mu myaka ya kera ntabwo twari dufite abakobwa kwihangira imirimo. All they did is stay at home, do the cleaning, do the cooking, ariko ntabwo bakoraga mechanics, ntabwo babaga aba doctors and stuff, ariko ubu ngubu barashaka kubazana muri that economic world. So bakazana opportunities nyinshi, dufite opportunities nyinshi z'abakobwa nyine zifasha abakobwa kubona akazi and stuff. Gusa it does not mean ko ninza n'umugabo uri highly qualified n'umugore uri highly qualified nzafata umugore kubera women empowerment. Wapi nzafata the one who is qualified cyane. Na the world ihari ubu ngubu ntabwo ari kuvuga ngo abagabo tubima akazi, abagore tubima akazi kugira ngo tubazamure. Turi kuvuga abagore nabo bihangira imirimo bagere on the same level
n'abagabo, ariko ntabwo tubimye.
So you mean we men, we have many opportunities than you?
I think
we used to have, so we're trying to catch up.
Excuse me,
you're trying to catch up.
I think the reason why men sing aho turi kubarenganya nuko they've always had things,
Yes.
but now they're starting to share them. Bakumva nkaho turi kubarenganya.
No, we're not sharing. We're not sharing.
That's the point. You don't want to share.
All the
Yeah, you want
employment
to share.
opportunities,
That's the
we're not
No,
sharing.
mbere wasangaga a company ifite abakozi 500, 400 cyangwa 450 ari abagabo. Now they're trying to make 250 women, 250 men. Ukumva nkaho bari kurenganya abagabo. But I think that's just the point. Men are scared of sharing opportunities.
No,
Well,
we're not sharing.
But
We
your
are not
pride,
scared
you know?
of sharing.
It's not personal.
No, I think
Yeah,
I
it's
think
true.
that's the
It's
thing.
included in men's characters.
But I
Right.
think when it comes to women empowerment, men should actually recognize that these women also deserve these opportunities. No, Babyara, no, Barera. I bet
As I said,
your
as I
life
said.
is connected to a woman in ways I can't even
Vicky, as I
explain.
said, I don't
Disagree.
disagree with it.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
But I
I have
think
Oh,
some
you put
boundaries.
boundaries.
the
I have some
points
boundaries.
you're disagreeing with are the actual points are really cool, so it's kind of like you're clashing with the system.
Really.
So, but anyway, let's continue. So you already started a topic about education,
Yeah.
whereby you said ngo dukora PLE, I think twakoze
Yes.
umwaka umwe, that pass mark y'abakobwa yari
Yari hejuru.
18, boys are 10 or something like that, which by the way you didn't prove, but anyway, let's consider Karibjo. So, what I think you said you think it's unfair because
Yes, it's unfair.
actually doing maze kubyumva kenshi but I've never actually seen it, but anyway, nta kibazo. So turebye tuvuye mu by'amanoti, the education system, let's use our country Rwanda. Do you think it's actually prioritizing women uburyo bigomba kuba biri? Because now there's the whole thing, campaign, girls go to school, abakobwa bagiye kwiga and stuff like that. I think it's around the whole country. So I think that's also a pinnacle stage in women empowerment. So Deborah, what do you think about that, school and women empowerment?
Sure, they've really done a great job. Kuri education. We have some free schools for girls. They provide sponsorship for girls. Sure. They did a really good job in education.
So you think when it comes to education, women empowerment is at its best?
Yes.
Yes.
I put in Rwanda.
Yes, I agree. Here in Rwanda, that is best.
But countries like Ghana.
Yeah, there are some countries.
So since this is not a bordered topic, I think we should also go beyond Rwanda. Gaza has been complaining about some things like education and government and
No, I
fairness.
didn't complain about education.
You mentioned
I
a few things.
mentioned
Yeah.
things in education.
Yeah. So if we look at, I'm going to ask you specifically.
Yes.
If you look at the general subject of the world and women empowerment, do you think that what you're saying is right?
What I'm saying, basing on the information I have in Rwanda, because I'm a Rwandan, I live in Rwanda, I know quite a lot of things about Rwandan education, but talking about the global educational system, I can say it's not fair.
Let's not even talk about only the education system. Generally, the
Generally,
countries.
the woman empowerment,
Yeah.
I think it's not fair. Because we talked about Ghana. Ghana ladies are left home and men go at school. That's not fair. Because as I say, I don't fully disagree with the women empowerment.
Yeah.
There are people, they give us the basic education more than our dads do. So we have to educate them that we have for us to have a good basic education. So I think it's not good, it's not fair leaving ladies at home and men going to school and excluding ladies in life determining decisions. They have to be there to help us learn that.
So, in short, when we look at a global scale, we can see that women empowerment is still very low. And I think this is totally general of the education, whatever. In the social life human, it's a very unfair thing to find that there is a certain gender that is above another. That shouldn't work like that. I think at least there should be some level of mutual respect and understanding, so that when a woman or a girl says something, you have to listen to them. The point is to work together so that we can develop, not to gutsindagira one gender and to just leave the other to rise and rise and rise and rise. So in short, let me go back to what you guys said. When Deborah was explaining empowerment, she talked about the social, political, and economic domains of our lives. I think without considering this country, other countries, usanga abagabo aya madominions aribo as in the whole political thing, oh, it's another level, it's actually annoying. The economic thing, business and whatever, it's none. So, Deborah, what do you think about women empowerment in these aspects of the political and because at some point hari aho wageze. So, what do you think about it?
Ubwo tugiye hanze y'u Rwanda, I think what they should do a big job. Just it's up to the parliament, to the government of these countries bakicara bakavuga ngo tugiye kuzamura abagore in economic domains, social domains, political domains, bakabahereza umwanya muri parliament yabo, bakabashakira funds kugira ngo starting their business and stuff, kugira ngo they go on the same rate with boys.
Yeah, Bonfils,
Yeah,
if I may ask you something.
Yeah.
Don't you think men are unfair to women? honestly speaking. I know you're a guy, but
Unfair,
yeah.
unfair, like not oftenly, but as
Really?
yeah, not oftenly, but like in Rwanda. Speaking while I know in Rwanda,
No, let's talk in concerns of family, like
Yeah, family.
wife and whatever.
yeah, that as we know, Rwanda there used to be more family conflicts, whatever. So in Rwanda, as I know by the information that I have, that before Rwanda, like before 2011, there used to be more family conflicts and women's didn't survive about it. And I thank the government for bringing us a program that was called Isange One Stop Center that helped women to recover from those wounds that they had from families, which helped them to reconquer the family union. And that's another great impact of the government in the women's empowerment, showing that though there
It's
are
good that you talked about family because if we're talking about empowerment, we wouldn't be here
Right?
murugo. So if you have a husband called I won't say the name. If you have a husband and then aku domina gutyo mu rugo rwanyu, I'm very sure ko niyo wajya hanze nubwo bagwize opportunities. It won't matter because you're already used to the fact that they make decisions for me and they do what and they do what. So I think in the notion of family, the notion of family, tuvuge ko ufite umugore, you're a grown man. No, and it's not very long. Anyway, if you had a wife and maybe you had to make a decision about something, would you allow her to, like, maybe we may see no at a chance? Would you stand your ground?
I will stand my ground.
You will stand your ground.
Because let me show you something. I'm a Christian.
Okay.
And I truly believe in God and God's commandment. So there is equity. We'll talk about it. And I have where you will meet and the grown.
You stand your ground, and you said you stand your ground. So how exactly do you meet when you haven't?
We will talk about it.
You will talk about it.
While making the decision.
I think you're changing your statements. Okay, so I think it's time we went back to teenagers and our own age. So I'm going to ask, I think I should ask you, when you see a girl, let's not go far, maybe a sister or a classmate or maybe someone you're dating, what do you see, what do you expect from a girl?
Okay, just have to be some respect.
Respect.
I do respect her, mutual
Okay.
respect. So I truly believe that if she has an idea and she shares it to me, I'll probably be there to analyze it, to understand it, to tell her what's wrong, what's good, maybe a business idea, that's what they say, or some workings in the class, because we're all students, helping her in her studies, her helping me in my studies. So I think there should be equality among us, girls and boys.
So it's more about sharing.
Yes, sharing everything. Knowing that she knows something, I know something, let's cooperate.
Okay, so Deborah, I want to ask you, I think there is something that is very common in women. That's maybe in school or somewhere else. So maybe it's just you and your boyfriend and then you have to go somewhere and do something. But immediately, when they mention the activity, the people automatically think that it's the boy who has to do that thing. Why do you think that keeps happening? Yet we say that Rwanda is empowering women and all and all. Could see in your mujaha no. I got an example.
yeah, boy.
Nyine nk'umugabo niwe ugomba approachinga ngo cyangwa agomba kwishyura bill cyangwa nyine niwe ugomba kwigaragaza muri make. So what do you think about that?
Impamvu, I think that kera, right? Kera abakobwa nta nubwo mu nama gutya ntabwo twebwe babiri iyo ikora kera twebwe turimo hano ijambo ryari ry'abagabo, right? Niyo bahagarariraga abantu bose, niyo babaraga abagore ntabwo babaraga. So there is this big problem tugifite, hari ibibazo bibiri dufite kandi it's so hard to tackle those problems. Dufite mindset mu babyeyi bacu, mu batwigisha, mu tubana nabo, and a problem of how we raise boys to be and girls to be, kandi it affects us cyane.
Yes.
So like, let me give you an example, Sha. Jarambash, muri P3, I'll not forget.
P3.
Yeah, I was in
Very often
P3.
it's not boyfriend.
Sibyo, and then tried to gushaka class monitor na class monitress. I wanted to be the class monitor. Rumba ntabya class monitress. Sibyo?
Yeah,
And then
kuko
they
iyo
gave
ari
us-
class monitor cyangwa head boy cyangwa head girl numva ko the head boy
Nah,
ari
it has to be a boy. And then they gave us an English test, right? Ndayikora, ndatsinda, urumva, and then the boy murusha, if it's 1 point, I don't remember. And then teacher arahamagara, yana tuhaye papuro nyine natsinze bibona. I was so excited, mvuga ngiye kuba class monitress, the whole night is up. And then the teacher was like, hoya, ni David je kuba class monitress. And then I was like, why? Nta muhungu wa class monitress, nakongo na mukobwa wa class monitress. Ndarakara ndabireka and stuff ndashibinga. Ariko ubu ngubu mu myaka tugezemo nta mu class monitress tugira, nta mu head girl tugira. And tuba tumva ko girls baba abafasha. Na statement yo mu Kinyarwanda ngo umutware umufasha. I hate that ntabwo babyumva. Kubera iki umugore ataba umutware and okay, I'm not saying ngo abagabo babafasha. I'm not saying ngo abagabo babafasha gusa oya ndabyanze. Ntabwo umugore yaba umufasha, ntabwo umugore yaba class monitress, nako assistant wa class monitor, assistant wa head boy, nyine tu. To change that.
Okay, I have an idea on what you asked Deborah about the boyfriend and girlfriends, kwishyura bill, kumugera. Iyo ni mindset y'abakobwa, right?
I don't think
No,
so.
not really. I think I've had many boys saying you umukobwa yishe ngo was a pride or something like
Wait,
that.
wait.
Ahubwo nari bwa invested.
Requesting.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that, right? See,
Yeah.
wenda reka mbere aho ngaho kugira tuze kubyumva. Ni ukuba gentleman, right?
But-
Be a gentleman.
Kuba
Woman can be
gentleman
gentleman, can be a
bireba
lady.
n'amafaranga.
Umwishyurira,
Kuba gentleman bireba n'amafaranga.
No,
Ko wanyishyura
ariko
bill.
nabyo wabikora. Bishobotse.
It's a mean, you coaching.
Yes.
But still, I don't think. Okay, fine, you're being gentle, but why do you guys get offended? You umukobwa yishe,
Right.
right? You see?
Actually, I don't.
Okay, you
It's not. Nyine uyu murimo man yakuze.
ariko bamubwira.
Jewe si
Wakuze uzi ko you're the head, wakuze uzi ko urusha ubushobozi umugore mu by'ubwenge, mu by'amafaranga. Rero iyo wumvisha akurushije sha nta n'amahoro.
Nyine muri babiri, but twebwe we know people who think like that. Kandi bari your age.
Families.
Let me tell you something. Nkibabwira ngo mindset umukobwa yumva yuko bagomba kuza kumutereta. Ntabwo yakwegera umuhungu
Ati
office tivwa ibintu nk'ibi gutya wenda ntaguterete like directly
Okay, I get what you're saying.
right?
But
It's not just girls. I know. Ariko natwe as girls kubera twakuze tuzi ko mugomba kuba abahead nawe hari igihe bagira isoni wenda
Ziraza
I think what Deborah is trying to say, the way women view empowerment biterwa cyane n'ukuntu babareze cyane n'ukuntu bababwiye bagomba gukora, and the way men think like the whole hari ibintu wavuze tugitangira ngo women are soft and things like that. I will not forget that part. But ntabwo I won't take it personally. And I think today muri physical aspects hari ikintu abahungu benshi bakunda kuvuga ngo abagore bari weak ngo nta mbaraga bagira or something of the sort. Nicyo kintu cya mbere gituma haza this whole bullshit nonsense abagabo bararetse.
ibintu byose si imbaraga sibyo.
Okay, nyine that's exactly what I want to ask. When you say that ngo nyine nta mbaraga, how do you view that?
Okay, most of the girls usanga ariko bimeze, right? Usanga nyine nako most of the girls biologically ikintu kigaragaza umukobwa biologically weakness irimo kuba atari strong, kuba muscles zitari exposed as boys nicyo kigaragaza umukobwa, ariko bitabujijwe yuko nawe yakora sport akaba mu heavyweight lifter, heavyweight champion.
I think I should ask you, do you think that physical aspect itandukanye abakobwa n'abahungu should be reason enough yuko women are not empowered, that they're mistreated? I don't think.
No, they are not.
I think that's a job.
On that point, ni mindset y'umukobwa. Deborah, ukoze sport wakomera.
Yeah.
Sibyo.
Both is them. Yeah, jena nakukunda twahangana kubona ndi gatoya, but I can beat you up.
But the thing comes back to girls, like they don't want to be kugaragara nabi.
kugaragara ko bakomeye
No,
bafite igipfundiko
yeah, the problem is
I think it comes back to the way we were raised.
yeah, like it becomes the by the I know the experience, like as the coach of the female basketball under 16 say they didn't play the competition fully because they don't want to grow like this and that grew a large impact. And
I think we should.
if you don't trust yourself, man, no one will trust you. Trust that you
I
can.
think we should come back to the to the women empowerment physical aspect. So I think ukuntu mubivuze muravuze ngo girls still have that notion in them that they have to stay feminine and ntibagire byinshi.
Yeah.
But I think to men also that shouldn't be reason enough to disrespect women. Nyine
No
nuko
kuba-
mubizi ko ariko
No
barizwe
kuba-
and all that. It shouldn't be a reason enough. So
Yeah.
I think for women empowerment to be achieved fully, abahungu n'abakobwa in general, they should stop thinking like that. Ngakora ko murusha imbaraga, I'm the big guy, and all of that. Trust me, wait umuntu n'ukuntu asa ntacyo bivuze. I told you I can beat this guy, I'm kind of amazing, but I can't. So I think that is what we're trying to talk about here. How men and women perceive women empowerment. To men, as I kept hearing, you view it as a threat and unfairness in some parts, and you want the women to respect you and to understand ko muri abatware,
They want to
twe
be the
tukabafasha.
ariko se ntabwo ari byo dushaka ni ko Imana yabishaka.
Okay, I think you should talk about that. I think you should talk about that. Yeah.
turabizi twese turi abakristo, right? We read Bibles, Catholics, Adventists, Protestants, turahari turasenga. We all know that verse yuko umugabo ni umutware ukamuremera iki umufasha, sibyo? Rero iyo bavuze umufasha, what it means nuko mu bantu nyine you have to let him be seen as a ruler in front of your eyes. Mu bantu, you let him be seen as a ruler. Because I don't ntago mpakana yuko dufite pride in our characters. We have pride, but not that much pride to make us go to hell. Iyo mvuze iyo pride iriho akantu ko kwiyemera nyine nk'umugabo, niba ufite umugore, sibyo, uwo mugore wawe amenya yuko ari umufasha, niba hari aho yicaye ukaza nk'umugabo we arakubaha aguhagurukire wicaye, right? It's something cultural and it's written in the Bible.
Okay, fine. It's written in the Bible. We're Christians and we pray, but I think today the way we live now.
Man, like a religion, wild and stuff.
Yeah.
Ninja to Mungu, man, now and
It's like
Okay, no, you're a person, you have your own personality. Earlier in the show, Ganza kept saying that women empowerment, he supports women empowerment, but there are some aspects that he doesn't agree with because they're too much. I want him to tell us his boundaries and why he thinks that they're boundaries.
Okay, nk'uko nabivuze earlier on the show, navuze yuko on the employment opportunities, though we are not employees, but we are employees to be. Ubwo rero ndatekereza bigaragara employment opportunities ziboneka cyane ku bakobwa. Ikintu kuba barashizwe imbere bageragezwa guterwa courage, bahabwa encouragement kugira ngo barekere guhezwa kubera ibyabaye due to our culture. Ubwo rero tugomba gusa nk'abaseda ni seda laisser aller kwameka umukobwa niba ageze sinzi.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How can you link or how can you explain that women empowerment leads to men being unemployed or means to the decrease of
I think that's the big problem.
opportunities?
As I say, boys see women empowerment as a threat to them,
Sure.
and it shouldn't be seen like that.
Why?
Uko mbibona impamvu ari ikibazo kuri employment y'abagabo nuko kugeragezwa gushirwa hejuru babatera courage, ntabwo umuntu uzamutera courage umudeclininga ku kazi, sibyo? Ariyo mpamvu agomba kubaho ikirero kugira iyo woman employment nako empowerment ibeho, sibyo? Yuko niba umugabo n'umugore they are on the same level same skills, same experience, you'll be forced to pick the lady for the woman empowerment. Niba ari mushaka kuvuga.
But I think let me ask something to both is you agree that in all aspects here our teenagers, kids, grown people, adults, young. You agree that when it comes to men and women there is a gap, a significant gap.
No, but let me tell you, like, Nibusha, if you want people to join you, man, like if you have a company, you need to give promotion.
It's not even that. As
No,
I said, had a gap, igara. So don't you think when they, as he said, go, they will pick the lady? Maybe it's just to level up your energy.
Yeah, it depends like on the status of that company. Like if you're like a company doing textile things, man, for me, if I would be the one to pick, I would pick the lady for sure. Cause the ladies are more. It's the status in the kuko umukobwa amenye iby'ibitenge amenye imyenda ukuntu imyenda. If we go like, it's not bothering them like, but if you go like in a construction way, you have a man, he started like, you look at the quality.
So to you, it's about
the quality and
the whole
domain.
Yeah, the domain. Yeah.
As you said, construction, there are more.
So
no,
let's talk about business.
Yeah.
If njende kubyo uvuze n'ibyo uvuze, I think there is still that notion yo kuvuga ngo girls have specific tasks that they're good at, but boys are good at everything, which is wrong actually, because okay, there is obviously there are differences between women and men. Hari ibyo abagore bakora neza n'ibyo abagabo bakora neza, but the whole point of women empowerment ni ukumvisha abagabo ko n'ibyo bakora neza babikora neza, kuko nabyo mwumva biri dull, which is wrong actually. Hari ibintu utakora nk'umugabo, and I know kubizi, but the point
of Vic, in addition to what she said, bagomba kumva ko hari ibyo bakora natwe dushobora gukora. Bagomba kwemera ko dushaka ko what they can do we can also do.
Yeah, it comes back the whole thing more when a threat, which is not actually supposed to be like that. Anyway, this is a very, very broad topic, but we're kind of out of time, so I'm just going to summarize the whole thing. As you said, we started by saying that women empowerment is all about giving the ladies and girls decisions, the power to make their own decisions and to live their lives as they see fit, etc., etc., etc. So and we came back to the whole same opportunities and everything related to that, and then we talked about education and government and social life and dating and teenagers, all of that. But I still think each person here has their own view on women empowerment. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give everyone 30 seconds to give me their own opinion about women empowerment. So we won't mind what you're saying, it's your opinion. Now if it's to make you feel if it's to make you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But anyway, before I do that, I'm reminding all our viewers that this is the chat brought to you by Lit-Teens and by Arise Education. So please subscribe on our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram and Twitter and everywhere. I think we're everywhere. We're lit, right?
Yeah.
So yes. Yeah, tell me, women empowerment.
My opinion on women empowerment, it's on a good stage right now, and it must continue because we have to educate our ladies for them to be good wife materials. For us to have them being educated will be, I can say, an advantage that our home will be raised in a good way, kids raised with good education because the ladies are educated, and we will be trying to understand each other.
I want to know that. Sorry.
No, it's good.
Sorry.
I said I wanted to tell you.
Wife material.
Wife material. Raise kids. That is the point. Was it too?
Right?
Oh, but it.
Okay, tukawari.
No, it's fine. We told you to say
That's
the way
your
you
point
think
of view.
about it. So.
It's my point of view. Ikindi nuko nkuko namaze kubivuga, abagore bo iyo bize bitugirira akamaro. Yari igihugu n'umugore adahari Icyakwaguka
So they
gute?
should raise kids instead.
No, they shouldn't raise kids.
Very good.
They should help each other, men and women, to raise kids and understand each other in all domains
Okay.
of life. Thank you, that's my opinion.
Yeah, that's your opinion that me and Deborah strongly disagree with, but it's your opinion. Okay. Mungu mwiza, niongee. What do you think about women empowerment?
First of all, for me, I'm a he for she. I'm a he for she, and I'm for the progress of a woman in our society and for our daily routine, so that we may live in a balanced and more effective society. So, for me, I really agree with the women empowerment, so that we may that the chance that they didn't have bayigira ubu ngubu kugira ngo tubashe itaragenze neza mu byahise tubyubakiraho kugira ngo twubake ejo hazaza heza. So women must participate in everything and whatever they wish, so that the equality that we need for the progress of our nation and the world may be effective. That's it.
Deborah?
For me, I agree with women empowerment 100%. And all I can say is, okay, very good Rwanda, and I think the Parliament of Rwanda is really doing a very, very great job to put boys and girls at the same level, to equalize them. But talking about ibindi bihugu byo hanze, I think they should do everything in their power kugira ngo bashire hejuru. I think they should do sensitization kugira ngo like the mindset dufite ko men can do this, women cannot do this, ko men are the head and women are abafasha, tugomba kubikuraho
And raise babies.
And there should also be sensitization for our parents, how they raise us, you know, because they raise girls to be wife materials. Iga guteka uzafata neza umugabo.
Urera abana.
Ikagukorota uzakora.
And then bakabwira umuhungu genda ukore machine yapfuye, genda ukore televiziyo yapfuye, ibintu nk'ibyo. Yeah.
So, thank you everyone, but I think I'm also going to give my point of view. So anyway, as we all know, there's some duties that can be denied by either gender, but that doesn't mean that, they should raise babies. Oh my God, I was so offended about it and be wife material. But I just think for this to work, no good the government can do whatever. No good they sensitize the parents. The male population should stop seeing women empowerment as a threat, but see it as an opportunity of growth.
Yes.
Kuko nimukomeza muvuga ngo we're going to share our rights and opportunities and everything. No. Kuva kera hose, and you guys admit it, women are not treated the proper way. So men should stop seeing this as a threat and start seeing it as an opportunity, because it is an opportunity. Kugira umugore muko yavuze wife material. It's a good thing. So no, I don't agree with you, but it is your own view. But as I keep saying, this should be an opportunity to everyone, especially to the women. And our girls deserve this. They deserve to feel important and to feel, empowered, and to feel that they can actually do things for themselves, which is good, because I feel great right now. So I think that is something every woman deserves in every continent, in every world.
Part of the world.
So thank you very much for being with us today. Thank you for sharing your opinions. So now we're going to do the game. I have 4 papers right now. That's a question for Ishmael. Everyone has to pick one question and answer it honestly. We will know if you lie. Stop it.
I know.
Okay, should I start? Let me start. The question says, would you rather have a home on the beach or on the mountain, and why? Jesus. I would rather have both, but since they're only giving me one choice, I prefer the beach. Why? Obviously, Wakayaga Keza, and it's pretty. And it's not cold. Okay, it's not very cold like on the mountain. It has a pretty view. All multiple reasons. So that's me.
My question is, what makes you the angriest and why? ikibazo rero gisanze ari umuntu w'umutima mwiza. I don't have anger in my characters, but probably if you would underrate or underestimate what I'm telling you or telling me I'm lying, I will feel angry at you. Yes.
Can you read it for me, please? Mine.
If you had a time machine, would you go back in time or visit the future, and why?
Whoa.
Okay, first of all,
And you just say, "Cause
yeah, for sure. That I will go. Man, like the future never comes. First of all, so that machine, I will go in the past and
correct some things.
correct some
Yeah,
things.
Matthias.
Embarrassing moments.
Oh, tell us one, please.
Man, the most embarrassing moment I had in my life was putting on makeup.
Oh, actually, you guys, I think we're going to attach the picture here.
I know. We have to
Splendid.
break out. My guys, Mukwe, this is which song reminds you the most of your life and sing it.
Wow.
Honestly, I don't think I have a song that reminds me of my life, but since maybe I'll sing any song. Kondumba.
Yeah, just sing
Just
for
sing
us.
this one.
I get ndirimbo for girls. Ingiye Beyonce ni.
Around the world, girls.
Ingiye man. Hey, I'm scared.
Man, she's a pearl.
Okay.
Njya gute man, mumfashe guys. Nanzi kuririmba.
Tugufashe ikibazo ni icyaba.
Brown skin girl.
Skin just like pearl.
Tajya mfite ijwi ribi man, kandi mfite ijwi ryiza. Rero I have to-
Ngari garagaje.
Kanshaka indirimbo nkoramo neza perfect. Hari indirimbo iri ndimo mu kanya ya Justin Derulo.
No, come on, man.
Huh? Grand Ba ntabwo nzi igifaransa man. Kamanzi murabapfukamana ariko.
Say, ibi bikabyo.
Be ready.
It's going to be
Oh
explosive.
yeah, be ready. Justin Derulo. Sweet Love of Lady.
Bituye.
Check that. Now on YouTube, I'm just going to sing it. Why can you hold me in the streets? Why can't I kiss you on the dance floor? I wish that it could be like that. Why can't it be like that? 'Cause I'm yours.
Wait, we're bragging. Dufite umuntu uzi kuririmba twasabye.
Oh my.
Two hands.
Okay, that was great. Thank you very much. I have a pretty voice. So thank you very much for everyone who watched this video. We're reminding you again to subscribe on our YouTube channel, to follow us on Instagram and Twitter and everywhere else. And so thank you very much, and keep liking us and keep being great. Have a blessed day and year and week, everything. Thank you.
Man, every day we live.
Yeah, every day we live.